right, everyone, thank you for being here. This is very exciting. As you know, today we're going to be talking about eating for ADHD, and we're going to be talking about ADHD symptoms in children. As we all know, children with ADHD symptoms, they tend to have destructive personalities, destructive behaviors that we want to kind of fix and change. There's a lot of things that we can do, and today we're going to talk about a few of these things. Just to give you a little brief overview, children with ADHD symptoms tend to have long stretches of inflammatory foods. And foods that we're talking about are gut disruptors. And these disruptors are hidden in everyday foods we never knew existed. So to begin with, we want to talk about the 5 main gut disruptors that amplify ADHD symptoms in children. The 5 of them are refined sugars, gluten, dairy, coloring agents, and trans fats. And the craziest thing about that is that all of these foods amplify anxiety, hyperactivity, cognitive issues, making them hard to think, to learn, to remember. We're talking about sicknesses, poor focus, poor concentration, etc., etc., etc. Where do we find these foods? Guys, when we go to the supermarkets, we're talking about bread, pastries, flavored yogurts, all right? Packaged nut milks. I mean, they're everywhere. Frozen pizzas, microwavable popcorn. And I know it's very overwhelming to think about it, but there are ways and things that we're going to do today to kind of lessen that anxiety that we have when it comes down to these children. To start off with, there are 3 simple healing foods that need to be in every, let's say every meal. Protein, fat, and fiber. We need to find these in every meal. And today we're going to talk about a smoothie that we can start off our kids' days, maybe even have them as a snack. All right, if we can have a proper smoothie, we have to remember there's 3 things in there. What did we say? Protein, fat, fiber. Yes. All right, so to begin with, our blueberry power smoothie. Today we're going to be talking about how to make the smoothie complete. All right, using these 3 components. To start off with, we have our almond milk here. All right, and we are using almond milk as a replacement to water, or as a replacement, even better, to dairy, because dairy is one of the disruptors. As we know, dairy is very high in casein, and casein is super, it gets kids to have very bad allergies. Allergies, whether they happen now or whether they happen later. And that causes major relapses and symptoms with ADHD kids. All right, so we're going to do almond milk as our choice today because it's super high in calcium, the highest in the nut milk calcium, and it's very good when it comes down to protein as well, so it has the full protein. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 1 cup of that to our smoothie, right there. All right, moving along, we're going to go to our powerful super berries, our blueberries, absolutely. All right, so why blueberries? Blueberries are amazing, especially with kids with ADHD, because they're super high in antioxidants and anti-inflammatory properties. All right, and this is exactly what we need. And guess what, parents? Just by adding a little bit of blueberries every day in your child's lunch boxes, it allows them to have significantly increased positive cognitive behaviors, and as performances and memory increase just by adding blueberries. I mean, how beautiful is that? So we're going to do a whole cup of that, and to add a little spasm to our little smoothie, we're going to add an organic wild blueberry extract that also amplifies the antioxidant and anti-inflammatory aspects there. So we can add about half a spoon, depending on the flavor or whatnot that you like. Bananas, I mean, who does not love bananas? The wonderful thing about bananas is that it's also high in antioxidants and it's considered fiber. So this is a wonderful addition to add. And it's flavorful, and it also has like a thickening agent. So it kind of brings all the flavors together. The next wonderful fat that we're going to add, and as we know, avocado is known to be a superfood, all right? And it's a superfood because it's high in fat, high in fiber, and high in antioxidants. I mean, who would not want to eat this all day? Luckily for me, my kids love to eat it just with a little bit of salt. So this is a great addition to add to that. What also it has is something called high in PUFA, and PUFA is polyunsaturated fat, all right? And that is a super fat that all kids with ADHD symptoms need, because it brings down the symptoms with the anti-inflammatory and antioxidants within it. Moving on, flax seeds. All right, wow, what a powerful seed right there. I mean, this is super high in omega-3s. It's proven to help neurological development and mental health, which all children, of course, with ADHD need, and I think us too, adults, right there. Oh yeah, bring it in. Lovely. All right, the other antioxidant, the other super seed that I have in this one is actually hemp seeds. And hemp and flax are both super high in protein. Super high, one of the highest in proteins. All right, and it's a powerhouse, and also helps with iron and any kind of blood issues that we have. And I'm going to add another couple, and this one's mixed with almond as well. So it's a nice little addition there to give it a nice boost. Now, I know parents, when you show spinach to kids, they tend to go, not spinach, anything green. But the most amazing thing about this, is that it is high in vitamin C, E, K, and E. So you have either the spinach or the kale. They both work amazingly. They're a leafy green, and they boost that wonderful high antioxidant potentials that it has. The other thing about it as well is that the high vitamin E that it has in it actually helps the PUFA to get absorbed into your bloodstream, which is exactly what we need for these kids with ADHD symptoms. So right here, as you can see, we have a beautiful blueberry smoothie powerhouse smoothie that I'm just going to give us a second. We're going to pump this up, and then we're going to all enjoy it. So mind the noise. Ooh, look at that color. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to all have a little taste. Now sometimes it gets a bit thick, but all you can do is just add a little bit more of your almond milk or whichever non-dairy milk that you would like to add, and you can have it right there. This beautiful powerhouse. That is yummy.
Cheers.